Good morning, everyone. It's approximately 5 till 5 a.m. EST here on the East Coast of the U.S. coming to you live and direct from South Carolina, from the off-grid farm, and we're certainly off the chain. Now, a few things I want to say right before we hop into it. Do I hate war robots? No, I do not. Do I hate some of the items and some of the policies that have been implemented here? Yes, I do. But I'll still hop into it. So let's just get right into it because we've been here a minute already. And I hate to keep the people waiting. Thanks for showing up, Hamid Khan. I appreciate it. I know this is not your time zone. And to let everyone out there know, please go check out my main man Hamid Khan's channel. He does put out a lot of content over several games, but glad to say that he has made it to the lower levels of the creator program, and he can show you some premium content from War Robots. And congratulations on that. So, been doing some experimenting and putting the crisis into, oh good lord, more of this. That's the one thing that Manny was complaining about. One thing my main man Junk Mail was complaining about, like all the ads the moment you come in. So be it as though I'm streaming from Steam right now, the platforms are separated. So Steam and Amazon are still separated. Steam, I do get like 3 spins. I don't have to watch commercials because we don't get commercials. But there are advantages and disadvantages to each platform. Steam didn't used to have all the ads, but now they're allowing the ads now just to clock in that you didn't get on on Steam and Amazon. But now Steam and Amazon, you do have to do all the ad things before you're able to clock in and do a match. So now this is something that I didn't have to do. Now that I do have to do, just to get into the game, which is something that iOS and Droid have always done. So if you didn't see the video from my Young Buck Wolfblood, well, I can't call him Young Buck no more because I got a new Young Buck. I did have to level some hells to try this out. This thing will insta freeze anything, and the damage is not bad. The thing about it is you can creep into 600 range due to a stealth. So of course I removed my Basil Lapate and I put a Manny, which I put on all squishy bots, y'all, because I win plenty of Mannies. I still have not been fortunate enough to win an Adrian Chong, but this is what I do whenever I have a real squishy bot. I always put the Manny on because you get the 1.5 off the bat, and then for every 10% of durability you lose, you get another 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So the lower your thing gets, you do get more damage. And what I do with bots like that, I always like to use the overdrives. This is a classic mod for damage, and it's plus 25% damage once maxed. So not a bad mod, but it's a mod for builds that you know that is gonna, they're not gonna have the tolerance to sit there and brawl it out or whatever. So the overdrives are very good for that, especially like in capping hangers, okay, more so than you would do with say like a TDM hanger. All right, so I tend to put my more squishier bots on that. Of course, the links is back to Glories, but I do have the new pilot here. with the bullseye is the guy that does, whenever you use your ability, has stealth. And trust me, I started hunting um, stealth bots once I had this on with Reapers, and it did well. But now I got him in my cap and hanger, and I will continue to use this pilot even though I have sold my other two links, but I still have 5 pilots for different setups. Okay, I do have the one pilot with the shot grouping and everything for the glories, also with the lockdown. What's that? The Cato Donald. But the thing about it is this pilot is like one of the best right now for this one. I do not have the damage pilot for this yet. And one weird setup with my you guys know I love the Blitz. I play it. I even have it listed as one of my favorite bots. I have 2 ECU and 2 needle, working on leveling the needles. And I brought the ECUs up to level 9, and at level 9 they are doing 148,000 protection. And trust me, the ECUs have saved me more than once. A favorite streamer of mine uses 4 ECUs just for purely capping Nether right now. His name is Meet Joe Black. If you guys haven't seen it before, check him out. And which I have never run, because I always like run mixed explosive weapons. I do have 2 other Cyphos, but they're on my Mender, so to show that. But the explosive power, I really have that for fighting against Titans, but the explosive power on the Cyphos is crazy. I mean on the cudgels are crazy, and you really need that against shields. But the Cyphos is so accurate, no matter what. Yes, the damage is lower, the effect accumulation is slightly lower, but the thing about it is the effect accumulation is stuck at that at level 1, and it goes up every so many levels. So yes, you can update your effect accumulation on this, but the thing about it is, with the shotguns, you got to consider the beads. With the rockets, you have to consider the wait time till it hits. The Cyphos does this, like, is very accurate from close range all the way out to its 500 meters, whereas the shotguns, you have to be close. Whereas the rockets, you have to judge, the further they are, the better you have to judge where you're going to shoot. Where the Cyphos is accurate, like, all the way out from closest range all the way out to its furthest range. So that's one advantage of the new clip bomb weapons with the Cyphos, Cetus, and I forget the name of the other one because I'm trying to get that medium in there right now, which I don't have, but I will get there. Thank you for showing up, Randeep, man. I highly appreciate you. McLovin, my dude, please go check out my main man McLovin's channel. He does a lot of car racing stuff. He doesn't put out much content on War Robots anymore, but McLovin is still always around and a great supporter, so please go support him. We're going to try to get there, Mac, trust me. So that's what I'm doing in the current hangar there. And of course, for the Kraken Indra, this is the one Titan I got the one free pilot on. It does very well with the Lances and the Mahavajra. Of course, it did well with all lockdown cannons, but putting the two plasmas on there is just like cream of the crop, man. I'm killing so much stuff with that right now. And mind you that the platforms are separated, so I can play around more right now because the matches are from champ all the way down to private right now, with only the two platforms playing together until we get the update, which is Steam and Amazon. While the other two platforms are fully updated, and I will hop into that at another time because I do have an Android account. It is fully updated with everything else. So I can run a mix set here on my Spectre, running Wasp and Scotty. And of course, I just showed you guys that. And here running another mix set with the Venom and the Spike. And of course, you guys know I love direct damage mixed with DOT. When I use poor DOT, like what I call, this is what I call a poor DOT, meaning that it has poor direct damage but has great DOT. That is weapons like the Venom, as opposed to let's go over here to the Spectre, which has great direct damage but a high reload. Great direct damage, great DOT, but look at the 12-second reload. And the other one with the poor direct damage, let's go here to the Venom, is showing you that it has poor direct damage and still good DOT, but has an excellent reload time of 3 seconds, but has poor range. Of course, classic setup there. And we are running Freedom Avalanche and Quarkers on the Crimson Hawk. This is, of course, just to deal with shielding and armor and whatnot, because I still have to put great weapons on the Hawk, because the Hawk's ability, and this is one thing that people forget, the Hawk's ability is directly related to its equipment's power. Right? It draws on all its equipment's power. It means that the weapons that you put on there, their tier and their level directly affects how strong your Hawk beam is. So even if you have some good weapons sent around and you go, oh, you know, I could run this and that on the Hawk and this and that and that and this. Yes, you could. But there's certain weapons that you should run on the Hawk just to increase its firepower. Equipment weapons are disabled during flight, but their quality, meaning that what tier they are, and level, so MK1, MK2, MK3, affect damage caused by the built-in weapon. So be reminded of that, those of you guys who run Hawks. And I put the Heimdall on just to test how the Cyclone would do. Yes, I could have run 4 Cyclones, but the thing about it is, I don't feel like leveling any more of those weapons. I trash them, and what I'm doing is running a mix set with Cyclone and Lantern. And we'll see if the blinding effect will help me be able to run the Cyclones better, as they're soon to get a buff, at least on this platform, because they haven't received it as of yet on Amazon or Steam. Thanks for showing up, Samche Demon. I would also like to mention that my main man Samche Demon has a channel. Please go check him out. And if you're digging the content that he's putting out, please leave a like. Of course, you guys know I love to keep it short and sweet, so let me keep on reviewing this. So what I have done here with the Basil Apate was add the 2 Reapers that I have to the Stellar Prisma which seemed to be a good combination. You guys know I always test all kinds of crap, and so the thing about it is I test stuff so you don't have to invest heavily in stuff yourself. The Reapers, of course, are a killer, but they're soon to face a nerf here. Trust me, because I was running this with two Flux, and the Flux are more powerful than Prisma, regardless of the range. Prisma depends on the range. The Reapers are good regardless of range. I've used them up close, trust me. Um, and then another setup with Gauss on the Erebus. It does okay until somebody starts hunting your Erebus. Okay, in that case, you need support. Dragon Calamity on the Orochi does well. I was running stakes and other things on it, but the Dragon Calamity does do well because of the high speed of it. This is 69 even without a dash. You can close in the moment you get a lock on something, but also when something tries to get real close to you, you can still keep lock on down and stay back. Because Calamity has a range of 600. The thing about it is, it just gets stronger the closer you get. So I always test out builds, and I also tell people take my builds with a grain of salt because you always have to take into account your playstyle, the map, things of that nature. So the Nightingale right now is running Scorchers. Of course, you guys know I love high reload weapons for the Nightingale because it hangs in the air so long that it can reload the clip of any weapon that you put on it, any of it. Um, and a surprising killer, believe it or not, the Yojis on the Demeter do very well at range, and then when you hop in as well. So I do to add to its firepower due to the low damage on the Yoji, but it's sustained damage. See, only 1,000. I do add that Daltaki, which is probably soon to be buffed here, is doing 450 right now. It will be upgraded here soon. One of the latest updates. And of course, I'm running Vajra and Stellar Evora. And yes, I have changed the mods to the Titan Accelerator to help it around the larger maps because this is clearly a brawler setup. When I run other weapons on here, I use what is it? The Quantum Sensor, okay, which is the Manny setup. One Quantum Sensor and the other three mods stay the same. So I just want to thank everybody for showing up. Right quick, I have a lot of things that I have to get a hold of. You see that I have to update, and I just wanted to put a message out real quick before I went. I went on about my business for the day. Please go check out the top. I think I have 8 link channels across my banner. Please go check them out. Please check out my main man Hamid Khan. Thank you for showing up, Ren Deep and Mac11. Please check out my main man Mac11. Please check out my main man Somche Demon. And if you're digging the content that they're putting out, please subscribe. Love, peace, happiness, everyone. I have no picks. I will see you all there on the battlefield. 1.